Fantastic. And now to introduce our very own SMA key speaker, Patricia James. Patricia is one of our most experienced and successful proposal production, graphics, and coordinator specialists. She's worked in every scenario on large, long-term mega proposals, short, rapid cycle efforts, and as a team member working on many proposals concurrently. She's provided support to clients all over the United States and in Europe. Welcome, Patricia, and congratulations. This upcoming August marks 20 years at SMA.
Thank you. Wow, 20 years. I just figured that up the other day. But thank you, Dick. That was great about your on the women's. And I do agree that Pocahontas was my favorite. Several of them were my favorite. I also have collected stamps, not as extensive as that, but it anyway, getting to me, I joined SMA at a great time in my life. My daughter was graduating from high school, but to get started on how I met SMA, they came to a little shipyard in Pascagoula, Ingalls Shipbuilding, and they were over a large proposal, DDGX, and I was asked if I wanted to join the team, and that's where I met Tom Paisley, Dick Esom at one point, Bob Bunnett, and I'm sure I'm missing some of them, but and some of our team that has now left SMA, Deanna Green, she was a great inspiration to me. Cheryl Gavitt, she became my mentor. I learned a lot from her, and we call them our California girls, Kim and Stacy and Susan, and just a multitude of people that I know I'm going to miss. Lori Clark, I loved working with her, and I still love working for her every chance that I get. I worked on that team for almost 2 years, and Ingalls was sold to Huntington. Ingalls was what it was called. Northrop Grumman, I'm sorry, that time. And our department, since I had not worked with that department in a couple of years, said, do you want to take early retirement? And I went, whoa, wasn't planning for that, but you know what? My daughter's graduating. You know, I think I could retire early and start a new career. Well, SMA called me, and Bob Bunnett interviewed me over the phone and hired me. And I came in and was put to work before I finished the week of training, sent to New Jersey. And that in itself was an experience. I'd never been away from home that long, and met a lot of great people. And I went down to Reston, Virginia, and worked on that Accenture team for quite a long time. Still, I was learning every day, because as you know, a proposal is never the same. I remember getting on an airplane, they would call me and say, can you go so-and-so? And they say, yeah, when? Can you be there in 2 days? And I would be so sick thinking about, can I do the job? And after years, I got over that. And let's see, am I going over myself?
No.
I was 22.
You're doing great.
I was 22 years with Ingalls, and so now I've been 20 years with SMA. So sometime it's going to be time to hang my hat. And I've worked with it being Women's Month. I'd love to say that I've worked with a lot of great women at SM&A. Phyllis Paris, Pat Casamano, Liz Chamberlain, just to name a couple, and great legend. And I totally learned a lot from them.
Nice.
That's fabulous.
That's
Patricia, you know, one of the, I had to come on. I couldn't help myself. You know, it's just been such a pleasure working with you over the years. And, you know, I think the latest job that I had the opportunity to work with you on was the FFGX job.
Yes.
That was a lot of work, a lot of fun.
And it was one of my favorite.
And we won.
I love to win. I totally, you know, it's very discouraging, and I really get on to team mates if they're, you know, they're sitting around talking, they go, oh man, this is, you know, this is not going to work. I'm like, I am not here to hear that. I need to win. So yeah, I'm very competitive in that way. I want to win.
So a question for you. What was the hardest proposal you've ever worked?
Well, there were a lot of small, hard proposals. You know, it's like when you go on to the client site and you know they do not want you there. I've been on Lockheed proposals, and they just do not want you there. And especially when you're throwing graphics out, you know, 20 to their 4, they just get really unhappy that you're there. I don't know. I've been on a lot of gigs.
Yeah, you sure have. And so what was one of your proposals that you felt was the funnest proposal that you've ever been on?
The most fun was probably the Boeing in Huntsville was fun. We were there, we had 40-hour work weeks. It was, but you know, that's not a proposal really. That was we were there for 2 years and met a lot of great people. We were encouraged to participate with the client. You know, we joined the clubs, you know, the golf, all the women's things to do. And I got to go home every weekend, almost every weekend. And yeah, I enjoyed that one. But I loved Fincanterra. I love the people. I love the Wisconsin. And as we were not supposed to talk about the proposal at all, but you would go, I remember when June and I, Foltz and I, we went to a festival, and of course people want to know who you are. It was like a close-knit family, a little town there. And of course we didn't look like tourists, but we didn't look like we belonged there either. And especially when I opened my mouth, when, you know, you could tell I was from, you know, South Mississippi. And they would all say, oh, let me guess where you were from. I'm like, okay, you take a stab at it. But we got to know the people, we got to talk to them, and we knew how important it was for Fincanterra to win. You know, even though I knew Ingalls Shipbuilding was bidding, Austell Shipbuilding over in Alabama, I was still competitive to win that proposal.
Love that, Patricia.
Yeah.
Patricia, we actually had a couple questions in the chat for you. Just as you were speaking about your experiences, how do you like working for so many different clients and places?
I love it. And I always say I love it because I can go in, do my job, and then leave those people.
Absolutely.
Even though I have made contacts that I've kept up with, right? But there's some that you go, I don't even remember your name. So
Oh,
yeah.
That's super cool. And how do you stay current with your skill set?
I take online courses when a new program comes out, and of course I ping Dick Eastham a lot. He has saved my butt, let me tell you. I'm so appreciative of his knowledge in Word, and sometimes I was asked not long ago, well, what is your strength in Word? Like, I know Word. What do you? And they threw one at me, and I'm like, well, if I don't know it, I can always call Dick Eastham, you know. And the account executive had to explain who Dick Eastham was and what he was to our company, and that he was always there if we run into a problem. And they were like, that's great. And so yeah,
It's great having a supportive team and supportive
it is.
colleagues with you.
Absolutely.
It is. I mean, if we don't know something, we can reach out to our graphic team and say, look, I'm stumped. I don't know what to do with this. And they'll give me some ideas. And same here, they call me.
Absolutely. And I know you briefly touched on this earlier, but what was your favorite project or assignment and why?
Well, other than it being Fincanterra, because we won, and also had a proposal manager that told me that, not that we discussed it, I didn't even was on the team at the time, but she said, I've never lost a proposal. And a couple weeks later, I was pulled in for that proposal, and I'm thinking, well, babe, you're going to lose this one. But and we did, we won. And like I said, I'm very competitive. But yeah, I've been on so many that little things. I guess my funniest story, if you're wanting a funny story,
Yeah,
I
is,
love it.
absolutely.
well, the coordinator of it was a proposal. I'm not going to say what company it was. And first of all, we went in, and they brought in this guy to create a logo. Now they flew him up, and they were like, they'd already, nitpick our budget like crazy, but they brought this guy in, and he walked the wall, and he went, oh, this is so PowerPointy. And I'm like, well, it's a proposal. It's a bid, it's supposed to look like this. When it's not a marketing, you're a marketing guy. And he created this ugly red logo, and they loved it.
Oh.
And I said, you're not putting that logo on my proposal. And she was like, and the proposal manager, Mike Lloyd, rest in peace, said, Patricia, you will do what they want you to do. And I went, you need to go get some somebody to look at this proposal. Well, they did not take it to upstairs until after Red Team, and Red Team went ballistic on that logo, and the logo left. And I was so happy.
It's almost like you knew it wasn't going to be good. So the
God,
red wasn't working. Red wasn't working.
Big red logo looked like a cross, and it said, let's do it, or let's get it. I can't remember what it was, but it was ugly.
It did not make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Patricia, with all of your assignments and everything, how is working remote and being virtual?
I love it. It's challenging. My some of my family doesn't know what remote work means, but they're always saying, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, yeah, but I got to work it in between, this. So I wear different many hats working remote. And but I really love it. My family has a peace of mind. My husband was like, he couldn't, especially after we got the COVID, and we both survived it. And he was very sick, and I couldn't have left anyway while he was sick. But it really helped to have the work and the peace of mind that I didn't have to travel. Now I have traveled a week last year. We printed, and maybe this year it was, and one this year. So I'm okay. I've been vaccinated. I've been boosterized. I'm just happy that I can get work from home.
That's great, Patricia. And do you miss the in-person interaction from working, especially those that you've known for a while now?
I do. I've really missed that. I love travel. I love people. I love the interaction, and especially if they didn't put me in a room and close the door on me and just throw it under the door. I liked interacting with them because I was able to give them ideas. They took ideas and gave me ideas. Talking to them, that's something you can't do virtual.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And doing the art and production can be tough not being in person. Do you have any tips on how to be more effective or build your skill set, basically?
Well, I mean, I'm always, if I'm not working a job, I take old graphics and make them better. I like to stay busy. I've worked my illustrator skills to another level since I've been remote.
Very nice.
That's
It seems
awesome.
like you've learned a lot while being remote. Patricia,
Yes.
thank you so much for the interesting and informative thoughts you had to share with us.
Yes, it was
And
lovely.
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. It was so lovely hearing from you.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to say that Rod O'Neill and I have 100% win rate.
Amazing.
Yes, we love that.
We
Congratulations.
really do not want to break that. We're on a proposal right now that we really do not want to break that win rate. And we're trying to find the logistics on how, if we don't win, how could you really say that you really want? But no, we're committed to this proposal. And I told him, I said, we've got to win it. And he said, I know, we can't break this record. So yeah, if you're looking for a winning team, Ron and we have it. So
You sound like a
Good to know.
dynamic duo.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.